Alright, you paper wasps out there shredding your paper and putting it into your bucket. Do you ever, just let me give you some encouragement for you guys that are just sitting there and you think that this is boring. You think, oh man, this is taking all this time. Well, you know what? You know, you need to watch some nature shows, because, you know, if it's anything or nothing, and man, I tell you, when I see those paper wasps in action and I see how they do their work, it might as well be art related. I mean, that's pretty amazing. So if you ever want to, I wouldn't say equate yourself to what image you want to see yourself in, and you feel good again, to a wasp, but you know, hey man, it's just one of those things that, first of all, look at his body is aerodynamically so cool. For those of you who are into physics, and just the way how they fly and how they act, I mean, they're dedicated to their work, you know, so that's the key word. They are determined to complete that. I think it's their nest, right? They're building their nest, yeah, okay. So we have different purposes and stuff for the same material. And so if you ever get to take a look at that thing that comes out of his mouth, he's just wolfed down a whole bunch of tree bark or paper. I'll be right back in one minute. Hello?
But you got to make a move, shake those negative blows. Oh, they make it hard for us to get some opportunity. We got to kick down the door. How long will the people take promises from ones who neglect the poor? This is not fiction, this is facts. People are false, set them one back the tax. You stop the food, feed the poor, know the future not secure. All me granny can't sit down and relax. The one that makes me plan the locks. When we can't buy gas, cause I leave it in so high food basket. Try to see how the people they find. Poor people cannot live from a double standard, cause it never changed from a minimum wage. Prime ministers and leaders of opposition, clean up your act and turn another page. And all you leaders and lead of station, why won't you stop them tribal war? Because it only brings us devastation. Oh, what a devastation in this tough time. In yourself poverty, you will stop crying. In this tough time, I think like food is so hard to find. In this tough time, oh firm, oh well. That's a good tips come to those who wait. Never try see the way too late.
Okay, so just back to the colony here. And so we have a few people just to get the work done, because if we have an order and or if you have an order and you need this by a certain date, you better believe it. If you don't have a paper shredder, and it's all you have is your fingers, and you need that pile of newspaper to be in a bucket and being soaked down so that you can use it, then you might as well just remember the paper wasp and our good old friend there, and how he's determined and he's dedicated to his work. And so we get to see it looks like a paste. It looks like paste. And so when it's applied, you can see the work. It's that nest. I'm pretty sure it lasts this season at least a very long time. We're talking about a structure here. This is a building structure that they live in, and they do their wasp things or insect things. But we're talking about art pieces, artwork, and of course building material we can get into later for those who are advanced in that area. And we're all into recycled materials and stuff like that, so no harm done there. We'll get right back to the music while we do our artwork, of course, with Chuck Fender and Tough Time. And so if you have any expired magazines, I know you don't want to part with them, but you know the ones that you just don't care for. Magazines, they're fine. They're fine paper. You can mix it all up in one, or you can just keep them as a separate batch, and you can have your expired magazine, if there's ever such a thing where you can have. Well, of course, but when it comes to you, it's not expired. You always want to pick that magazine up and look back at it. But you know, just find the ones that you don't no longer use, and keep them if you want as a separate batch, just to see what comes out of it. Because newspaper, as a finished product, when it comes out, is different than when you have magazine material, and that product, one surface might be more rougher than the other. So that's what that is all about. It's all about your piece and what that piece is. It could be something that you need the surface to be smooth. So Albert Uzi with Stepping Out. So you need to decide what piece you're making. So while you're shredding your paper, your magazines, or your this or your that, if you want to, I'll tell you, if you're walking out and on the sidewalk and you see a few tree twigs or maybe some leaves and stuff like that, you could just grab a bunch of them and just bring them on in, and you can throw them in and mix it all up. Yeah, so that's part of art too. You know, you mix things up and you put it to way how you decorate it to how you like. So take a walk, look in your neighborhood. You know, you might find a few things on the ground, even like little trinket, the little toys, little bits and pieces of metal. But you don't really want to go to the store, especially if you don't have any money. This is a good way to experiment a bit on your art table and in your art environment or mood. I don't know, maybe it has to do with mood to get you guys to pay attention to this art class. I'm not sure. Maybe you just need a friend to do it with. Back to the art. Okay, so for those who haven't decided what they want to make, a board, just a simple board. If you just wanted to, you don't have any ideas, or you don't want to make it your idea, how about just a flat board, something like a plaque, something you can put on the wall, and that could be your art piece that you're working towards. Just a size like 8.5 by 11, or just like a rounded piece, so you can make it perfectly round. So shred away, or get the shredding machine, shredding. Alton Ellis and Girl I've Got a Date. Well, for us, we've got an art class. How about an art workshop? How about recycled paper arts? Alright, so you are welcome to the Sustainable Gallery, as we dub ourselves, and you can tune into the session and find out what else are we working on, or what other instructions are we giving about the technique and the style of using recycled paper or just material, and putting together something that you can make useful in your office or in your home, indoor, outdoor. Make great gifts ideas, just great art pieces that you think that you might sell or give away as a gift, or just keep for yourself. All in the mix, recycled paper arts.